Visit a typical Japanese household and you'll notice something strange. There's no dramatic weekend cleaning ritual, no exhausted parents scrubbing floors for hours, no piles of clutter waiting to be tackled eventually. The home simply looks clean, consistently, without visible effort. For decades, outsiders have marveled at this phenomenon, often assuming it's cultural discipline or some innate tidiness gene. But the truth is far more practical and far more learnable than most people realize. Japanese homes stay clean not because their owners clean more, but because their owners clean differently. Western cleaning culture tends to treat tidiness as an event, something you schedule, dread, and complete in exhausting bursts. Japanese households treat cleanliness as a structure, a series of small, built-in habits woven so tightly into daily life that mess simply has nowhere to grow. There's no single secret product, no miracle gadget, and no expensive system involved. Instead, there are several interconnected habits, refined over generations, that work together like gears in a quiet machine. This script explores those exact habits, not vague philosophy, but specific, actionable practices you can start using today. Each one addresses a different weak point in the typical Western approach to cleaning. The entryway, the mindset toward possessions, the daily reset points, and the long-term maintenance system. Together, they explain why some homes seem to stay clean almost magically, while others fall into chaos within days of a deep clean. Every traditional Japanese home has a Genkan, a small sunken entryway just inside the front door where shoes are removed before stepping onto the main floor. At first glance, this seems like a minor architectural detail. In reality, it's one of the most powerful habits protecting the cleanliness of the entire home. The Genkan creates a physical and psychological boundary between outside dirt and inside cleanliness. Nothing from the street, mud, dust, pollutants, grime, ever makes it past that threshold. Most homes in the world lack this boundary entirely. Shoes walk directly across carpets and hardwood floors, tracking in invisible layers of dirt with every step, which then settles into fibers and cracks, building up over weeks until floors look visibly dull, no matter how often they're vacuumed. This single missing habit accounts for a shocking percentage of household grime. You don't need a traditional Genkan to apply this principle. Designate a small zone near your entrance, a mat, a shoe rack, a bench, and adopt a strict shoes off before entering rule for everyone in the household, including guests. Keep a basket for slippers or indoor-only shoes right at that boundary. Within just a few weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice floors staying visibly cleaner for longer, dust settling less rapidly, and the overall freshness of your home improving dramatically. This tiny architectural boundary is the first and most overlooked Japanese cleaning habit, and it protects everything that follows. Traditional Japanese cleaning culture includes a concept called Osoji, often translated simply as cleaning, but its true meaning runs deeper. Rather than cleaning according to a calendar every Saturday, every Sunday morning, Osoji ties cleaning actions to natural transitions throughout the day. You wipe the kitchen counter not because it's cleaning day, but because you just finished cooking. You clear the table not because it's scheduled, but because the meal just ended. You tidy your desk not weekly, but the moment you finish working for the day. This transition-based approach solves a problem that rigid cleaning schedules can't. Mess doesn't wait for Saturdays. It happens continuously, in small increments, throughout every single day. If your cleaning system only activates once a week, mess accumulates unchecked for 6 days before finally being addressed, allowing it to compound, harden, and multiply. Grease sits longer, stains set deeper, and clutter piles higher. By contrast, when cleaning is triggered by transitions, finishing a meal, leaving a room, ending a task, the mess is addressed at its smallest, most manageable point, before it has any chance to grow. This requires a mental shift more than a scheduling one. Start identifying the natural transition points in your own day. Waking up, finishing breakfast, leaving for work, coming home, finishing dinner, going to bed. Attach one small cleaning action to each transition. Over time, these micro actions replace the need for any dedicated cleaning day entirely, because the mess never had the chance to accumulate into something overwhelming. Beyond individual habits, Japanese industrial and household culture popularized a broader framework known as the 5S system: Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, and Shitsuke. Though it originated in manufacturing efficiency, this system translates beautifully into home management, offering a complete structure rather than a random list of chores. Seiri means sorting, removing anything unnecessary from a space before organizing what remains. Seiton means setting in order, giving every remaining item a specific, logical, permanent home. Seiso means shining, the physical act of cleaning surfaces regularly, not as an overwhelming deep clean, but as routine maintenance of an already organized space. Seiketsu means standardizing, creating consistent systems so that anyone in the household knows exactly where things belong and how spaces should look. Shitsuke means sustaining, the discipline of maintaining these habits long after the initial motivation fades. Most home organization attempts fail because they skip directly to Seiso, scrubbing and cleaning a disorganized, overstuffed space, without ever addressing Seiri and Seiton first. Cleaning a cluttered room deeply feels good temporarily, but without sorting and organizing, the clutter simply returns because there was never a proper home for each item in the first place. Apply the 5S system to just one space this week. Remove what you don't need. Assign homes to what remains. Clean the surfaces. Create simple rules for keeping it that way, and commit to reviewing it weekly until the habit sticks without conscious effort. A cornerstone of modern Japanese home philosophy is Danshari, a concept combining three ideas: refusing unnecessary things, disposing of clutter you already own, and separating yourself from the attachment to possessions altogether. Unlike Western decluttering trends that focus on aesthetics or minimalism as a lifestyle brand, Danshari is fundamentally practical. It exists because fewer possessions mean less to clean, organize, and maintain. Every object you own requires ongoing attention. It must be stored somewhere, dusted occasionally, moved when cleaning surfaces, and eventually decided upon when it no longer serves its purpose. A home filled with excess belongings isn't just visually cluttered, it's functionally harder to clean, because every single cleaning task becomes more complicated by the sheer volume of things in the way. Practicing Danshari doesn't require dramatic minimalism or getting rid of everything you own. It simply means regularly asking honest questions about your possessions. Do I actually use this? Does it serve a real purpose in my life right now? Would I buy this again today if I saw it in a store? Items that fail these questions become candidates for removal. Start with one drawer, one shelf, or one closet, and apply this filter consistently. As your total possessions decrease, you'll notice something remarkable. Cleaning takes less time, organizing becomes nearly automatic, and the entire home feels lighter, calmer, and easier to maintain, because there's simply less to manage in the first place. None of these habits work in isolation, and none of them require perfection to be effective. The Genkan rule protects your floors from constant contamination. Osoji ties small cleaning actions to natural transitions instead of overwhelming weekly sessions. The 5S framework gives every space a logical, sustainable structure. Danshari reduces the sheer volume of things you need to manage, making every other habit easier to maintain. Start small. Choose just one habit from this script and commit to practicing it consistently for 2 full weeks before adding another. Perhaps you begin with a simple shoes-off policy at your entrance, then gradually shift toward transition-based tidying, then apply the 5S system to a single overwhelming space, and finally begin decluttering slowly, room by room, using the Danshari mindset. Within a few months of combining these habits, you'll notice your home has fundamentally changed. Not because you're spending more time cleaning, but because you've built a system where mess simply has fewer opportunities to take hold. This is the real secret behind Japanese homes that appear effortlessly clean. Not superhuman discipline, but a thoughtful structure of small, sustainable habits working together, quietly, every single day.